Good morning everyone. Today we can discuss about the next portion in module 2. We had already discussed about the security policies and what is meant by confidentiality etc. in the previous class. Today we can discuss about what are the security policy models or what are the models which are used for representing the security policies like confidentiality, integrity, like that. Okay, there are different models which we are used for representing the security policies of a system, in which main models are Bell LaPadula model, BIBA model, Clark-Vinson model, waterfall model, etc. So first one we can discuss here is Bell LaPadula model. So this is actually a model which is used for performing a multi-level security policy. Okay, and it is funded by the US government. Actually it is mainly used for military applications. So they are developed in 1970s. It is a formal model for access control. Here, subjects and objects are assigned a security class. We had already discussed what is subject, what is object based on security policy, right? So, this is the first mathematical model for implementing some security policy like multi-level security policy, or it is a model for access control. Here, the subject and objects are assigned a security class. Here, this security levels forms a hierarchy. This model which provides confidentiality services, not the integrity and availability. So, Bell LaPadula model which is mainly used for ensuring confidentiality. That can't be used for that cannot be used for ensuring integrity as well as availability. They are mainly used for implementing or for ensuring confidentiality. So we have subjects and objects. Subject has a security clearance and object has a security classification. So clearance means it's permission. We are giving permissions to subjects for accessing the objects, right? So a subject has a security clearance. Clearance means a permission. And the object has a security classification or ordering. So all MAC, that is all mandatory access control models, are based on this Bell LaPadula model. MAC is mainly used for implementing access control, so they are mainly based on Bell LaPadula model. So Bell LaPadula model is a state machine model that is used for ensuring access control in government and military application. It is funded by the US government and it is mainly developed for military application and government related applications. Here we had already discussed that each subject and object has different security levels. So we have 4 security levels. Top secret, that is at the highest level of security. Secret, that is the second layer of security. Confidential, then unclassified, that is the lowest level of security. Already we had discussed that this BLP model is used for implementing confidentiality. That means confidentiality means we have to prevent the unauthorized reading or accessing a particular object. So we can represent subject as S and object as O. Object is related with its classification. That means object has a security classification ordering and the subject has a security clearance. Then the security level can be denoted as L of object and L of subject. So level consists of security clearance for subjects and the level consists of security classification for objects. Okay. So we had already discussed that we have number of security levels or layers of security levels are there. They are known as clearance level. We have top secret, that is at the highest, secret, confidential or unclassified, that is at the lowest. So in top secret level, we need an in-depth background check. That means they are mainly used for highly trusted individuals. If we got a top secret security policy or security level, we are highly trusted individuals for that system. And if you get a secret level, there is a need of routine background check. It's also trusted individual, not at the highly trusted individual. And if you got a confidential security level, there is no background check but limited distribution. Actually, it is a minimally trusted individuals are there. And if you are an unclassified clearance level, that is at the lowest level, that means unlimited distribution or untrusted individuals. That means all the data are in a public mode. Okay. So നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ പഠിക്കുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പോളിസി ഇംപ്ലിമെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന മോഡൽസ് ആണ്. അതിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് മോഡൽ US ഗവൺമെൻറ് അവരുടെ ഗവൺമെൻറ് ആൻഡ് മിലിറ്ററി ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻസിന് വേണ്ടി ഇംപ്ലിമെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന ബെൽ ലാപാഡുല മോഡൽ. അത് മെയിനായിട്ട് കോൺഫിഡൻഷ്യാലിറ്റി ആണ് എൻഷുവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ആക്സസ് കൺട്രോൾ ആൻഡ് കോൺഫിഡൻഷ്യാലിറ്റി. അത് ഇൻറ്റഗ്രിറ്റിയോ അവൈലബിലിറ്റിയോ ഒന്നും പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. നമ്മൾ ഓൾറെഡി പറഞ്ഞു, നമ്മുടെ ഒരു സിസ്റ്റത്തിൻ്റെ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പോളിസി ഡിഫൈൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ വി ഹാവ് സബ്ജക്ട്സ്, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഒബ്ജക്ട്സ് ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവൽ ഈ 4 ലെവലിലാണ്. ക്ലിയറൻസ് ലെവൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 4 ലെവലാണ്. അത് ടോപ്പ് സീക്രട്ട് ലെവലുണ്ട്, അതാണ് ഹയസ്റ്റ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ഉള്ളത്. അത് പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽസ് ഒക്കെ ഹൈലി ട്രസ്റ്റഡ് ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽസ് ആയിരിക്കും. സീക്രട്ട് ലെവലുണ്ട്, കോൺഫിഡൻഷ്യൽ ലെവലുണ്ട്, അൺക്ലാസിഫൈഡ് അത് പബ്ലിക്കാണ്. അവിടെ ട്രസ്റ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു വേർഡിന് തന്നെ അവിടെ ഒരു അർത്ഥമില്ല. ട്രസ്റ്റഡ് ഇൻഡിവിജ്വൽസ് അല്ല അൺക്ലാസിഫൈഡ്, ബിക്കോസ് അവിടെയുള്ള എല്ലാ ഡാറ്റാസും എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു പബ്ലിക്കായിട്ട് അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം നമുക്ക് സബ്ജക്റ്റിനെല്ലാം ഒരു സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ക്ലിയറൻസ്, ഒരു സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവൽസ് ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. അതൊരു പെർമിഷനാണ് ശരിക്കും. ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിനൊക്കെ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ക്ലാസിഫിക്കേഷനാണ്. ക്ലിയർ? So actually this Bell LaPadula idea means it includes no read up and no write down. Okay, so BLP consists of 3 properties. One is simple security property, second one start property, and the third one discretionary security property. What is actually simple security property? That means if you are given a subject with a security level that cannot read an object at the higher security level. Okay, we have number of security levels. If a subject with a security level may not read an object at a higher security level, that means no reads up. നമുക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ലെവൽസ് ഉണ്ട് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവൽ. അതായത് ലോവസ്റ്റ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവലിലുള്ള ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് ഹയർ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവലിലുള്ള ഒരു ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിനെ റീഡ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള പെർമിഷൻ ഇല്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ആക്ച്വലി നോ റീഡ് അപ്പ് പെർമിഷൻ, നോ റീഡ് അപ്പ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ആക്ച്വലി സിമ്പിൾ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഓഫ് ബെൽ ലാപാഡുല മോഡൽ. അതായത് ബെൽ ലാപാഡുല മോഡലിൽ നമുക്ക് 3 പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഉണ്ട്. അതിൻ്റെ മെയിൻ 3 കൺസ്ട്രെയിൻസ് റൂൾസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ ഇസ് സിമ്പിൾ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പോളിസി. ആ സിമ്പിൾ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി പോളിസി പറയുന്നത് നോ റീഡ് അപ്പ് എന്നാണ്. നമുക്ക് മുകളിലോട്ട് റീഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. അതായത് ലോവസ്റ്റ് ലെയർ ഓഫ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവലിലുള്ള ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് ഹയർ ലെവൽ ഓഫ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റിയിലുള്ള ഒരു ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിന് റീഡ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള പെർമിഷൻ ഇല്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് നോ റീഡ് അപ്പ്. സെക്കൻഡ് കേസ് ഇസ് സ്റ്റാർ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി. states that subject at a given security level may not write to any object at the lower security level. ഹയർ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവലിലുള്ള ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് ലോവർ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവലിലുള്ള ഒരു ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിനെ റൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള പെർമിഷൻ ഇല്ല. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് അറ്റ് ദ സെക്കൻഡ് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് സ്റ്റാർ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി. ആൻഡ് ദ തേർഡ് വൺ ഇസ് discretionary security property. Here we can use access metrics. We had already discussed in DAC, that is discretionary access control. If we are implementing some security property based on DAC used by using an access matrix, that is known as discretionary security property. So these are the three properties of Bell-LaPadula model. Bell-LaPadula idea is no read up, no write down. Okay, it consists of three properties. One is simple security property, start property, and discretionary security property. Okay. So this is the pictorial representations. You have 4 clearance level, that is top secret, secret, confidential and unclassified. That means you can see in the figure no read up is possible, no write down is possible. That means top secret is at the highest level. We can't read an object in the top secret by using a subject in a secret. Also, we cannot write a particular object in the secret from a subject in a top secret. So, model of Bell-LaPadula means it provides confidentiality by using 2 rules, that is no read up and no write down. You can see in the figure we have 2 levels, secret and unclassified. So one subject is at the secret level and one subject is at the unclassified level. If you are at the unclassified levels, you can't read a particular object in the secret level. That is shown by using a red line, that is read. And if a subject is at the secret level, it cannot write an object in the unclassified level. I think you are clear. So simple security property means here read up disallowed, read down allowed. Here actually level of subjects dominates level of object. Okay, a subject with a lower security cannot read an object at the higher level of security. This property is also known as no read up. And the start property, which gives no write down, that means write up allowed, write downs disallowed. Here level of object dominates level of subjects. And the third property is DS property, that is discretionary security property. Here an individual may grant to another individual to access a document based on the owner's discretion contained by the MAC rules. A user cannot give away data to unauthorized person. So these are all the 3 properties that is present in a Bell-LaPadula model. And what are the limitations of Bell-LaPadula? It actually deals with the confidentiality but not with the integrity. Or it does not address the management of access control. It is used for ensuring access control, but how it is managed is not specified in this Bell-LaPadula model. And many operations that are in fact secure will be disallowed by this model. So these are the limitations of Bell-LaPadula model. Okay, so Bell-LaPadula model is one of the main or simplest model for ensuring security policy. Then now you can study what you mean by integrity. Confidentiality means it is an unauthorized accessing of an object by a subject. And what is integrity? Integrity means data can't be modified without authorization. We can't modify a particular data if you do not have an authorization. But if you have authorization, you can modify the data. Okay, only the authorized person can modify a particular data within a system or within a network. That is actually integrity. So it needs to prevent flaws or errors. So system has its integrity if it is trusted. Then what are the integrity policies and what do you mean by operational integrity? So every system dealing with the data has integrity mechanism. If a system is dealing with a particular data or any type of data, the system should follow some integrity constraints, or it should implement it with the help of an integrity mechanism. So you have to implement integrity mechanism for file sharing and concurrent access support, and for the recovery of errors, and for recovery mechanism in case of interrupted system updates, and for value range checks, etc. So what is integrity policy? In general, preservation of data integrity has three goals. That means it prevents data modification by unauthorized parties. Also, it prevents unauthorized data modification by authorized parties, or maintain an internal external consistency. So these are the main three goals for preserving integrity. If you are an unauthorized person, you can't modify a particular data. If you are an authorized person, but unauthorized data modification can be prevented. And also, you should maintain an internal and external consistency between the data. So these are the three main goals for providing integrity. So next model, BIBA model, which is mainly focused on the integrity, not for the confidentiality. Here, it follows a rule that is no read down and no write up. Actually, this is an inverse of Bell-LaPadula model, or it's a contrast to Bell-LaPadula model. It is developed in 1977. It mathematically describes read and write restrictions based on integrity access classes of objects and subjects. It is the first model to address the integrity. So, for addressing the confidentiality, we have a simple model, or the first mathematical model is Bell-LaPadula model. Okay? But for providing integrity, the first model is BIBA model. നമുക്ക് കോൺഫിഡൻഷ്യാലിറ്റി എൻഷുർ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഫസ്റ്റ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി മോഡൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ബെൽ-ലാപാഡുല മോഡലാണ്. ഇവിടെ ഇൻറ്റഗ്രിറ്റി പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഫസ്റ്റ് മോഡൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ബിബ മോഡലാണ്. ആക്ച്വലി ബിബ മോഡൽ ഇസ് ദ ഇൻവേഴ്സ് ഓഫ് ബെൽ-ലാപാഡുല മോഡൽ. അവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്താ? നോ റീഡ്സ് അപ്പ്, നോ റൈറ്റ് ഡൗൺ. ഇവിടെ നേരെ തിരിച്ച് നോ റീഡ് ഡൗൺ, നോ റൈറ്റ്സ് അപ്പ്. അതാണ് റൂള്. Okay, so this is the model for BIBA model. You can see layer of higher security is there, layer of lower security is there, but we can read up but no we can read up and we can write down. We can't read down and we can't write up. Okay. Next, what are the integrity policies in a BIBA model? We have strict integrity policies in a BIBA model. First one is simple integrity, and the second one is integrity confinement, that is star integrity property, and the third one is invocation property. So simple integrity means a subject can modify an object only if the integrity level of the subject dominates the integrity level of the object. L of S stands for the level of subject which greater than or equal to L of O, then it is a simple integrity. That means a subject can modify an object. ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് ഒരു ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിനെ മോഡിഫൈ ചെയ്യാം. എങ്ങനെ? സബ്ജക്റ്റിൻ്റെ ലെവല് ഗ്രേറ്റർ ആയിരിക്കണം ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിനേക്കാളും. Next one is integrity confinement. That is actually known as the star integrity property. That is read ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നതിനെയാണ് integrity confinement എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Read only if L of S less than or equal to L of A. അതായത് നമ്മുടെ സബ്ജക്റ്റിൻ്റെ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിൻ്റെ ലെവലിനേക്കാളും കുറവാണെങ്കിൽ സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് റീഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. A subject can read on object only if the integrity level of the subject is dominated by the integrity level of the object. Then invocation property. Integrity confinement എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് L of S less than or equal to ആണ്. അതായത് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിൻ്റെ ലെവലാണ് ഡോമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, നോട്ട് ദ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ലെവൽ. അവിടെ ഒരു മിസ്റ്റേക്ക് എഴുതിയതിലുണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ ആ കൺഫൈൻമെൻറ്റ് റൂൾ കറക്റ്റാണ്. റീഡ് ഓൺലി ഇഫ് L of S ലെസ് ദാൻ ഓർ ഈക്വൽ ടു I of O. I stands for the integrity level ആണ്. നമ്മുടെ ബെൽ ലാപാഡുല മോഡലിൽ ക്യാപിറ്റൽ എൽ പറഞ്ഞത് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ലെവലാണ്. ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് I of S and I of O. Integrity level of subject and integrity level of object. And the third one is invocation property. That means invoke or communicate only if I of S1 is greater than or equal to S2. Here there is a comparison between the subjects. A subject can invoke another subject only if the integrity level of the first subject dominates the integrity level of the second subject. So these are the three integrity policies in a BIBA model. This is your university question. Integrity policies of a BIBA model. Three integrity policies are simple integrity property, star integrity property. That is integrity confinement. The case is invocation property. Okay. Invocation property is a subject, integrity level. That is invoke higher level of integrity. Clear? So these integrity policies are basis for all the models. Also we have strict integrity policy in which we have simple integrity policy, integrity confinement and invocation. We have two another policies for integrity, that is low watermark policy and ring policy. Based on three policy we can implement a BIBA model. Okay. So low watermark policy means here when a subject S reads an object, integrity level of subject which is equal to minimum of integrity level of subject comma integrity level of object. That means S can only write objects at the lower level. That is the rule. And in the case of ring policy, here the subject integrity levels are static. It eliminates the indirect modification problem, and the same information flow results holds here. Okay, so these are the basic three integrity policies in which strict integrity policy is used for the BIBA model for implementing. So strict integrity policy, which include main three integrity policies: simple integrity, integrity confinement or star integrity, then invocation policy. Next, what are the applications of BIBA and what are the drawbacks of BIBA? Application means it's mainly implemented in FreeBSD 5.0. Actually, FreeBSD is a free and open source Unix-like operating system. As a kernel extension. Integrity levels are defined for subjects and objects in a configuration file, and here it supports for both hierarchical and non-hierarchical labeling of all system objects with the integrity levels, and it supports strict enforcement of information flow to prevent the corruption of high integrity objects by low integrity process. And the main drawbacks of BIBA is it does not support confidentiality. It only supports the integrity. Also, it no support for the revocation of rights. Apparently, there is no network protocol that would support BIBA like integrity labels over a remote data volume. So that it cannot be used in the network. And if you are combining BIBA plus BLP, that can be combined. Again, by composition, what is allowed is what is allowed by both policies. What are the policies allowed by both the model can be used in the combined form. Libna has developed such a practical or simple combined policy framework for the industrial applications. So these are all about the two models. One is BIBA model and one is Bell LaPadula model. So they are for ensuring some security policies. One is for confidentiality and another is for integrity. Okay, thank you.